Raptors getting themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Hello, everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Our starting lineups, a look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. And with Darren Williams on the floor, there's always excitement. So dynamic.
The big thing with him, Kevin, is that when he's running the offense, it just feels like everything is running smoothly. He gets everybody focused, moving in the right direction, connected, confident. I don't know where this club would be without him.
And another thing, call him what you want, a fiery competitor, hothead, whatever it may be, good or bad. The one thing that's certain is that he's unpredictable.
Well, it was the Toronto Raptors in their last game, a loss to the Nets in Brooklyn.
Their offense really sputtered in that game. They went through stretches where points became very hard to come by.
And Steve, you know, their play wasn't terrible. It wasn't too bad, but this game still is about making shots, and the shot making wasn't there.
Pass to Livingston. Joe Johnson on the wing. 6 to shoot. Livingston passes to Johnson for the 3, and that one's good. Johnson's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, that's a nice way for his team to get started.
Yeah, really nice start for his team to get out in front here.
Ross kicks to long. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And it's nice to see Raptors coach Dwayne Casey getting another chance at being a head coach. A lot of people felt he got a bum rap back in Minnesota in 2007. He had that team overachieving at 500 when he was let go. So I'm glad he's gotten a second chance and he's making the most of it.
And you go back to that Timberwolves team at 500. Casey was let go, and then, Steve, they went 12 and 30 after he was gone.
Yeah, they struggled with his departure, and a lot of the players actually were sad to see him go. So, you know, that's sometimes the case in the NBA. You know, coaches get blamed for everything, fairly or not. And in Casey's case, I respect the fact that he, you know, got back to work, did a great job in Dallas as an assistant, and is now the head man in Toronto trying to get this team turned around.
Williams against Lowry. And Williams, here we go. Shot from free throw range. Good on the jump shot.
Well, nice way there to get your first basket of the game.
Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against Toronto.
That was a heck of a performance for them offensively. There were some stretches there where it just seemed like everything was falling for them.
And it wasn't by accident they shot it that well. Their ball movement was excellent. That was the key to me.
Here is Ross. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off the shot. Raptors get it back. Valanciunas. Lowry gets a screen from Valanciunas. And it's Lowry penetrating. The dish to DeRozan. Over Johnson. Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Johnson. Livingston pass. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Yeah, terrific one-on-one scorer. Able to break down defenders and make something out of nothing.
Yeah, it's really a nice blend of balance and creativity. Puts you on your heels, stops on a dime, and he can drain it on you before you recover.
Vasquez, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. That's good from Johnson.
You know, one part of Joe Johnson's game that tends to get overlooked, guys, is his ability to create space with the dribble. He's got great size, and that ability makes him the potent scorer he is.
Vasquez with it. Williams picks him up. And DeRozan. Here we go. Garnett comes over to help. Puts one up, and he gets the bucket. Vasquez has got his first bucket in this one. And for Joe Johnson, as you mentioned, Clark, great size, and he's comfortable, truly, Steve, from shooting anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, and whether it's a spot up or off the dribble, he can go either direction. He's so strong, excellent ball handling ability. But I think he could do a little more damage inside if he chose to. He's got the body to be a good post-up player.
And the Raptors with the ball after the miss from Kevin Garnett. And Valanciunas kicks to Ross. 1:09 left in the first quarter of the game. And DeRozan, here we go. And he gets it to go. DeRozan's got his first basket of the night.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And the physical nature of their last meeting was just as they had hoped for. I mean, they drew a ton of fouls in that game and went on to win it.
As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. You take a look at the Raptors. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, Brooklyn, 2 spots down.
Well, I think for Brooklyn, they've just about finished the season and are sitting about in the middle of the playoff pack, and not sure how they feel about that at this point.
And the question will be, can they break from the pack and really peak at the right time? I mean, what you accomplish in the playoffs can really define a team's season.
Now, here's Thornton, averaging 8 points a game. And I want to hear your take on what Steve was just talking about, Clark. How big a role do you think foul trouble played in that win?
Yeah, it was large, humongous, I think, because of the foul trouble. That forced them to use lineups down the stretch that they weren't really comfortable with. So it was a big, big factor.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Anderson against Salmons. Marcus Thornton on the wing. Gets a very good look and converts. 19 seconds left to play here in the first. Now Vasquez averaging 10 points per contest. Here's DeRozan. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Nice, strong finish. Very nearly a three-point play opportunity.
Yeah, when you stay aggressive, good things happen.
The Raptors shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Well, impressive free throw shooting as a team this season, right around that 78% mark.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
That's good from DeRozan. Both free throws good from DeRozan. Here comes Thornton. Beyond the arc. No good on the buzzer beater. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Raptors 1. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, Clark and Steve. What have they been doing or not doing in your opinion?
And they're really keying in on getting as many good shots inside the lane as possible. They're doing a nice job of not just settling for outside looks.
Yep, I agree. I mean, they're working it inside and doing it with intention and purpose.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Mirza Teletovic out there with Plumlee. Then it's Blach. Then it's Thornton. And it's Anderson in at the 2. The Nets making a switch here. Williams has checked in. The Raptors have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And that one misses.
Well, head coach Jason Kidd, that's a phrase I didn't expect to hear this quickly, but Kidd wasted no time. Only a matter of weeks after he announced his retirement as a player, he was named the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. And it's going to be interesting to see the transition. Kidd, obviously great basketball IQ, so well respected as a person in the league. I think it's just a matter of time before he really finds his footing and becomes an excellent coach.
Raptors with the lead. Lowry with the ball. averaging 18 points a game. Now here's Vasquez. He's guarded by Thornton. Lowry inside the line. Great tee that time from Anderson. And back to Coach Jason Kidd, Clark, a rookie at the coaching profession, but one of the most intelligent and respected point guards over his 19 years in the NBA.
Yeah, always respected as a leader, and his basketball IQ off the chart. So I think he's one of the few guys that could go right from playing to being a successful head coach.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
You know, Deron Williams is so strong and so poised in the post. I'd like to see him down on the block a little bit more often. There are very few point guards in this league who really have the strength to deal with Williams in a post-up situation.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He wants his guys to devote a lot more energy to clamping down on the inside and preventing any shots from close range. Better interior defense was his message. Well, Coach not wasting any time in tweaking the game plan. We'll see if it makes a difference as we approach halftime, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Now here is Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 15. They get it back.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
Livingston dishes to Williams. Here is Livingston. Kicks to Garnett. Livingston passes to Williams. Fires, high post. Misses off the right iron. And for Deron Williams, he is very versatile.
Yeah, he can pass it, shoot it, drive it, kills you with the crossover. And he's got excellent size that allows him to back you down, too. He can put you in the washing machine and take you for a spin every now and then.
Now here is Lowry after the miss from Deron Williams. Vasquez can't get it to go.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Williams inside the line. Cans the tough leaner from the outside. Williams has got 6 points.
Williams showed us a little flavor on that one.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Johnson over to help. Johnson laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Well, he wants to get everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. He may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan and picked now is the time to address it. I don't have a problem with that.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Kevin Garnett. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Williams kicks to Pierce. Right side Pierce. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Lowry with the ball. Williams picks him up. Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. Here is Ross. He's guarded by Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's DeRozan. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. DeRozan's got 6. But Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
And the shot is good.
And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Nets lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to the halftime report with a close contest going on out at Air Canada Center. The Nets are fighting for control so far. A dominating performance offensively. They're getting everything they want. Certainly an impressive start by Deron Williams. The further along we go, the better he gets. He's starting to turn the court into his own personal playground. Looking at Toronto, they're definitely making plays as well. They've done a great job closing out their defensive possessions, grabbing boards, great rebounding. Vasquez giving them a great boost. Also getting into the mix, DeMar DeRozan. And around the league we go, plenty of NBA playoff action going on. It'll be the Hawks against the Pacers in Indianapolis. And one game also on the docket, out in Oklahoma City, it'll be the Thunder against the Grizzlies. 8 p.m. Eastern, that one gets started. And the other game that's scheduled later tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors up against the Clippers out in Los Angeles. That one gets going at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. And this week, there were a few players who stood out from the rest. Let's see who was named our Players of the Week. Kobe Bryant picked up the Player of the Week in the West, and in the Eastern Conference, Carmelo Anthony. And Kobe Bryant, he's definitely been in the groove. Now let's head back out to the start of the second half. Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, take it away.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Toronto has their hands full guarding against Williams.
He has 8 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, it's just a small part of what's been a solid overall contribution by him defensively.
Lowry and Ross pairing up in the backcourt. Amir Johnson at the 4 with Valanciunas at the pivot. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half.
13 seconds on the shot clock.
13. He dishes it to Johnson. Back to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. He kicks it to Ross. Unloads. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, you take a look at DeMar DeRozan out of USC. Just signed a really big contract recently, and I love his size and athleticism at the 2-guard position. And he came into the league as a guy who could finish inside. And despite the criticism he's received, I think he's really grown as a consistent perimeter shooter as well. This is a tough matchup for just about every other 2-guard in the league.
Outside Lowry. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on Deron Williams.
That is a pretty finish. The defense did all they could there, but he just out-willed them.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Raptors. And going into last season, DeMar DeRozan receiving a 4-year, $42 million contract extension.
Big money for a player who so far has shown himself to be a solid starter in the NBA, but obviously great potential for the Raptors wouldn't have paid him. Still very young, can really run and jump. If he can improve that jump shot, he has a chance to be a star.
Now here's Pierce. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Johnson, the pass to Garnett. It's stolen by DeRozan. Williams against Lowry. Good on the shot. And the Raptors lead by 2.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Well, that's a great pass by Deron Williams.
Raptors have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Williams against Lowry. Johnson outside. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. Uses the glass to finish the layup. DeRozan's got 8 points.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
You know, this is a trend that's catching on more and more in the NBA, and now DeMar DeRozan can be added to the list. He dipped his hands in wax prior to the game, so he has a soft feel of the ball. The paraffin wax, we call it.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. He outlined a new set of priorities for them, the main one being to attack the basket at every opportunity. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks again, Doris. And for DeRozan, Coach Casey wants him aggressive, attacking the basket. He needs that soft touch.
Well, DeRozan, yeah, he has to become a better shooter, and as he does, it will make him that much more effective when he's putting up the ball on the floor and getting to the rim, which he's already so good at.
And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Hansborough's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, something special about him, guys, is just how good he is at winning the so-called second shot game, going hard to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his putbacks.
And guys, he plays a tough brand of basketball. His biggest tool and asset is his strength, and he uses it every time down the court.
6 to shoot. It's Williams with the drive, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Vasquez, he's checked in for the Nets. The Nets have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And as a team, they're shooting about 75% on the year.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Now here's Vasquez. 6 points for him on the wing. Selmans. Here's Patterson. That's good. And the Raptors lead by 3.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Selmans against Thornton. The kick out to Anderson. Feeds to Plumlee. Pass to Williams. That's good. Williams has got 13.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Dishes to Selmans. And stolen by Darren Williams. For the lead, can't get it to go. Here's DeRozan. No good there. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Raptors out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, let's do it. I love the way this play developed. It took what looked like a difficult pass and turned it into an easy basket.
Brooklyn trailing. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So for Brooklyn now, Livingston is out there with Allen Anderson. And it's Pierce. Then it's Johnson. And it's Plumlee in at the center. Clock at 6. Johnson against DeRozan. And Plumlee kicks to Anderson. Johnson outside. It's Pierce with the drive. Johnson dishes to Livingston. Now here's Anderson. Johnson outside. Over DeRozan. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And that's now 8 points for Johnson. Toronto shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Vasquez gets a screen from Valanciunas. Vasquez can't get it to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
DeRozan against Johnson. Steps back and shoots. Shot misses. Nice D from DeRozan. Now here's Vasquez, defended by Anderson. DeRozan passes to Vasquez. A rebound by Livingston.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
He feeds it to Johnson. 16 feet away, and Valanciunas with the block.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Ross kicks to DeRozan. Vasquez gets a screen from DeRozan. Pass to Ross. DeRozan on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson, and he gets it to go.
Boy, this is shaping up to be a real barn burner.
Well, I think it already is. I mean, we're going to find out which team tightens up under the pressure and which one can stay poised.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 1. There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team. He told his players, guys, we're letting opportunities slip away in transition. Let's push it up the floor, look to score some points in early offense. Kevin, can they pick up the tempo?
Here is Livingston. Puts up the baby hook. Some solid defense from Valanciunas. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. And DeRozan. Here we go. The pass to Valanciunas. It's stolen by Garnett. Livingston dishes to Garnett. Here is Livingston. Left side, Williams. Tries from 7. Fast break, Toronto. Lowry leading the charge. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Kevin Garnett.
Unbelievable basket. What a huge height disadvantage. I thought for sure it would be blocked.
Not this fella, Steve. Not at this stage of the game. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way.
Terrence Ross. At the line for 1.
That free throw good from Ross.
Those and ones can be really critical moments in a tight game like this one.
Brooklyn with the ball. 4-point game. Outside Williams. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Shot from 6. Buries it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, what a basket, and at the perfect time.
How about the courage and backbone of this guy? Wow.
Outside Lowry. The feed to DeRozan. Count it.
Good look. We'll make that one most of the time.
There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Livingston passes to Johnson. The dish to Garnett. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. What a difference in this crowd right now, Clark.
Yeah, they're breathless, nervous, and quiet.
Yep, it is quiet time, Clark. You got that right. That was a huge shot. Well, the thing with Garnett, Kevin, is he's still one of the best players in the league. He doesn't finish quite as well around the basket as he once did, but he's got a knockdown jump shot at that mid-range level. Excellent defender, good rebounder, and basically just a winner.
Well, he is a winner because he does all of those things. He scores, he defends, but it's not just about scoring with him. He's a pretty good playmaker from the post too, Steve. He's become quite adept at spotting cutters and slashes when he's got the ball in the post. Another area where he excels is on one of the most fundamental plays in basketball, the pick and roll. He will lower the boom on the defender with a solid screen and then is terrific at rolling into space and getting the basket.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're losing by 3. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they've got two options here. They can go for the 3 and the tie, or the quick 2 and the foul.
I like the idea of going for the quick 2. Take it to the rim, and that wouldn't be a bad way to approach this situation.
.16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Williams. In low to Garnett. It's stolen by Valanciunas, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
Raptors, Kyle Lowry. At the line for two.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Livingston kicks to Johnson. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kyle, congratulations on this win. Tell us what the team's objective was tonight that most helped in getting this victory.
Everybody played. We all played together. You know, we stayed, aggressive and stayed the course of the game.
Cohesiveness and aggressiveness, a pretty good combination. Thanks for the time, Kyle. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan.